So I know I've done a video like this before whenever the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta came out, which by the way got so many views and allowed me to get so many subs because of it, which I am greatly thankful for and appreciate more than you know, but I feel like I could have made the video better and maybe even explain it more properly. So for this time, with the Blackout beta approaching us with only one more day left, I decided to redo that previous video that I was talking about just right now and show you guys how exactly to download the Black Ops 4 Blackout beta. What is going on, you guys? This is Gaming LaSalle and welcome back to the channel. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, first off, I'm going to go ahead and break this video up into two parts. One part is where I'll teach you guys how to obtain a code, whether that would be including pre-ordering the game in person from a retail store or from an online vendor. And yes, let me go ahead and make this clear. You have to pre-order the game in order to get the beta code, and this video is not, I will repeat again, is not teaching you how to get these beta codes for free. Now, at the same time, one of the many ways I'm going to be teaching you how to get the beta codes is going to cost you basically almost nothing, but it's not going to be completely free. So if you guys thought this was going to be a video to teach you guys how to get the beta codes for free, trust me, this is not the video for you. But at the same time, it's literally not going to cost you anything at all. Trust me on that. And then the other half of the video is where I'll teach you what exactly you need to do with that beta code and the steps you need to follow so you can go ahead and download the beta onto your console. So let's go ahead and not waste any more time and dive right into one out of the three ways that I'll be teaching you on how to get a beta code. And that is simply by heading over to a local retail store such as GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, etc. And I'm going to go ahead and say that when it comes down to it, try to go to a gaming store such as GameStop first, because if something goes wrong and if you have a question about it, you can ask the employees and they can probably get an answer for you much more easily, and that's much more correct than, let's say, a person working at Walmart or something. But if you even wanted to go to a retail store that isn't a gaming store, then I'd highly recommend you go to Best Buy before anything else. But once again, that's just my opinion. Anyways, you go to the cashier and you obviously tell them that, hey, I want to pre-order Black Ops 4. And when they ask you on what console, you tell them what console it is based on whatever you have, PS4, Xbox, etc. And then they'll ask you, how much do you want to put down on it? This is basically like a down payment, which means if the game costs $65 and you put down, let's say, $10, then on October 12th, when you go back to pick up the game, you'll only have to pay $55 instead. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, when it comes to putting down money on it, the lowest amount that you can put down is $5. At least that's how it works for most retail stores out there. And guys, $5 is really not a lot of money to put down in comparison to having to pay the full price of the game. So not bad if you ask me. And not to mention, if you end up not liking Blackout or Black Ops 4, you don't have to buy the game. You can just go back and tell them, hey, I want to cancel my pre-order, or call them and say, hey, I don't want the pre-order anymore, and they'll cancel it for you. So you only lost $5. But anyways, once you do that, they will print out a receipt for you, and that's sort of going to look like this. Now, before you leave the store, make sure you got the beta code on the receipt before you leave. It should look similar to the one that I'm showing you on screen right now. And if it's not on there, go back to the cashier and tell them that your pre-order should have came with the beta code. This is exactly why I said that it's best to just go to a place like GameStop or a gaming store in general, because they have employees that are already familiar on how betas work for certain games, and this includes with Best Buy as well. So that's just, once again, my opinion. But anyways, that's how you obtain a beta code for Black Ops 4 through method 1. A second way on how you can obtain a beta code is by pre-ordering the game online, whether that would be from an online retailer like Amazon or the online website for a gaming store like GameStop or anywhere else. For this method, I would recommend, once again, either ordering online from GameStop or any sort of gaming website, but my first choice would also have to be Amazon, and I'll explain why later. So let's go ahead and choose Amazon as an example. I go ahead and search Black Ops 4 and then go ahead and pre-order the game and pay for it and all that, which, by the way, when it comes to pre-ordering online, it seems like you have to purchase the game in full price and that there isn't a down payment type of system that you have versus going to pre-order it in person. But anyways, what do you do now? Well, this is where you go to your email after you purchase the game, and you will use the same email that you signed up on Amazon with or any other online site you're using. For example, if my email was, suppose, johndoe34@gmail.com for Amazon, I'd go to Gmail and sign in with that same email. And if I use the same email, like for a site such as GameStop, and where my GameStop account, the email on that is also johndoe34@gmail.com, well, that's where I'll sign into Gmail with that same email. So you get what I'm trying to say, you guys, right? Then when you go into your email, search for Black Ops 4, Amazon, GameStop, basically search up whatever you can that will possibly maybe pull up this email. And if it's not in your inbox already, and if you still can't find it, however, then check your spam as well, because sometimes the email can get sent to spam for some weird reason. And eventually, when you do find the email, within that email, you will get a message thanking for your pre-order, and then you'll also go ahead and get a beta code with it. Now, what if you can't find the email? This is where you go back and contact your stores such as GameStop or Amazon, if that's the websites that you use to get the code, and just tell them about the situation, about what's going on. Now, this is where Amazon becomes becomes very handy because you can actually go ahead and talk to one of the representatives through their live chat. All you have to do is go on Google, type in Amazon live chat, click on the first link and sign in with your Amazon account, and then it should send you automatically to a representative where you can chat with them and just tell them that, hey, I ordered a Black Ops 4 copy and I didn't get a beta code in my email. Is there any way I can get a beta code? And they'll go ahead and actually directly give it to you if they see that you pre-ordered it. Trust me, you guys, you can't trick them out of it. They're gonna ask you for your order number and all that stuff. So trust me, you can't trick them out of it. But moving on from the second way to get a code, let's move into the third way, and that is to digitally pre-order directly from the PlayStation Store or Microsoft Store on Xbox One. Now, this is where you're not really actually gonna get a beta code. The only reason I'm addressing this in this part of the video is because the last time I made this type of video, one of the biggest questions I got was, oh, where do I get the code if I digitally pre-ordered it? Or I pre-ordered it for my console and I didn't get a code. What do I do now? Well, here on the Activision website, it clearly says that those who pre-order digitally don't need a code and that you'll be able to automatically download the beta when it's close for it to launch. Along with this question, there are many other questions on this Activision support page that have been answered. So if you guys still have any other questions after hearing all three of these different methods, head over to the website. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourself and see if your question got asked and if it got answered. So there you have it. Those are the three ways that you can get a beta code. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is what are we going to do with that beta code? And for that, I'm going to go ahead and get on my laptop for that. So I'll go ahead and switch to that right now. So here we are back on my laptop, you guys. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning how to take the code that you guys just got, register it with the Call of Duty website so that you can later on receive a beta token and then use that beta token to enter it into your console and then basically be able to download the Blackout beta. So the first step that you want to do is go ahead and type in callofduty.com/beta. Now you want to make sure that this is the exact way you type it up in your web browser, because if you just type it in on Google and search it like Call of Duty website or Call of Duty beta website, you're probably not going to find the one that you need to go to. So just simply type it in like this into your address bar. Now, once the page loads up, you're basically going to get redirected to the Call of Duty website where it's going to ask you to log into your Call of Duty account. Now, you can go ahead and log in with your Activision account if you guys have one, and if you guys don't, you can create an account. But instead of doing that, I highly recommend you instead log in using your network account, meaning your PlayStation account, your Xbox account, Steam, Battle.net, etc., whatever you're going to be playing Black Ops 4 on. So I personally have a PlayStation account, so I'm going to need to remember my PlayStation login info. And the same thing goes for Xbox, Steam, and Battle.net. So I'm going to go ahead and click on PlayStation now. And basically here, I'm going to log in with, like I said, the same login I used to get into my PlayStation account on my console. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick and get right back to you guys. So once you go ahead and log into the Call of Duty website account with your PlayStation, Xbox account, whatever it is, you're going to be redirected to this page. Now, this is exactly where you're going to go ahead and obviously put in your beta code. So you enter the code where it says enter in your code, select the platform, select the location. So let's just say that I have a beta code. Now, let me let you guys know right now, these are not beta codes that you guys can use. Don't get too excited, all right? These are beta codes that I tried to win off of giveaways a long time ago whenever other YouTubers out there were trying to do giveaways. Unfortunately, I never got them on time and someone else got them before me, so these are expired beta codes. But for example, let's go ahead and choose something like this, okay? You're going to be putting in the beta code that you got from your receipt if you went in person to get the beta codes, or if you ordered it online, you should look through it from your email and get the beta code through there. But anyways, you enter your code there, you select a platform. Of course, I'm going to be selecting PlayStation because that's what I'm on, and you're basically going to click submit. Now, if I click submit right now, it's going to say error or that to enter my code correctly because obviously it's already taken. So with you, you're going to get a success page. And whenever that happens, you are going to get something that sort of looks like this. So as you guys can see, this is the account I used a long time ago whenever the multiplayer beta came out for Black Ops 4. And this is the account I used to redeem my code. And at the top it says, you have already redeemed a code for PlayStation. Now the reason why it says this for me is because I've already did redeem a code back when the multiplayer beta came out, like I said. And at the same time, I've already gotten the beta token through the Call of Duty website that you're looking at on your screen right now, and I've already entered the beta token within my PlayStation 4 as well. But for you guys, it's probably still gonna give the same message. Now, don't panic if you see this, because on the Activision support website, it says that the beta tokens will be sent out to the PlayStation 4 users on September 10th at 10 a.m. and I believe September 14th at 10 a.m. for Xbox One and PC users. So whenever that happens and whenever you kind of get around that time and date, depending on what console you're on, come back here, log back into your Call of Duty account, and instead of saying that you have already redeemed the code, it's going to give you the beta token depending on which console you're on. Now, at the same time, it should actually email you at the same time too. So you can either come back here or check your email. Regardless, you're going to get a beta token on those specific dates and times that I just mentioned a few seconds ago. So whenever that happens, you take that code and you enter it onto your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox Microsoft Store, whichever console you're on. And I'll go ahead and try putting a video in the background if I can of how you do this as well, so you guys can kind of get a visual image of what it looks like. And after you do that, it should give you access to the Blackout beta or the Black Ops 4 beta. So that's how you guys go ahead and use the beta token to redeem the Blackout beta. And that pretty much wraps it up on how to get the Blackout beta or the Black Ops 4 beta. And if you guys have any questions about any concerns or something that you're stuck on, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below to Activision Support's website, where most of the questions that I've been getting usually have already been answered. And if you still can't find the answer there, I'll be glad to help you out as much as I can for every single person that comments. So if I don't reply back to you, don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. I'll try my best to answer basically to everyone that I can get to. But with that said, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links are always in the description below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the Blackout beta, and bye.